The radio altimeter measures the height of the aircraft above the terrain. This is achieved by means of transmitting and receiving a radio signal and measuring the time delay. This delay corresponds to the distance traveled by the signal, and hence the height of the aircraft can be calculated. There are 3 radio altimeter systems. Each system comprises a transmitter with antenna and a receiver with antenna. The transmitting and receiving antennas are combined into a single unit. The 3 units are located at the bottom of the aircraft's fuselage. There are no controls associated with the radio altimeter systems, and tuning is not necessary. The radio altimeter system provides height above terrain information for the following systems: AFCAS, Flight Warning System, Flight Recording System, and the Ground Proximity Warning System. Radio altitude is displayed digitally on the PFD at the bottom of the attitude display. The display is presented below a height of 2,500 feet. The primary flight display also presents an amber bar on the barometric altitude scale, showing the ground level with reference to the altitude pointer. In case of a system failure, the source of radio altitude data for display can be switched between the on-side system and the center system. Measurements by the radio altimeter system determine the height above terrain. Decision height annunciations are therefore functions of radio altitude data. If the radio altitude is less than 2,500 feet, then the selected decision height is displayed at the primary flight display. Decision height is selected at the EFIS control panel. The outer knob is set to the DH position, and the inner knob is used to select the height in feet, which is displayed in the window above. Select a new decision height. The decision height is presented in the panel window and at the bottom of the PFD in blue. When the aircraft descends to a radio altitude within 100 feet of the decision height, the digital display of radio altitude is shown in amber. When the aircraft reaches the decision height, then DH is annunciated. This annunciator will flash for 3 seconds. The lower the altitude, the smaller the increments of the digital display. A radio altimeter system failure is annunciated by an amber flag on the PFD, an EFIS message on the MFDU, and a local light on the radio altitude source select button. All radio altitude data is removed from the primary flight display. This is a level 1 alert. This alert is subject to inhibition during some flight phases. In the case of a system failure, an alternate source may be selected using the RA source select button. Select the center radio altimeter system for display. Finally, if both sides select alternate source, then both displays are being supplied by the center radio altimeter system. In this case, common source is enunciated.